Afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park for the latest in our Wednesday Facebook Live videos. Today we are carrying on our world tour and we are stopping off to meet our Potto. Let's just have a bit of a wander around here in the dark, in our nocturnal house. So yeah, as ever, please feel free to send in any questions or comments you might have. Otherwise, I will just carry on and tell you a little bit about these guys. We have Pottos here at the park in our nocturnal house. Don't know if you can see her there. She's just on the branch there, upside down. So Potto are in the loris family, but these guys are found in Africa, whereas the majority of the loris species are found over in Asia. So the pygmy slow loris and the grey slender loris we've already seen on our world tour because they are over in Asia. So Pottos, up until recently, were thought to be one species, and then in 2015 it's kind of emerged that that they can actually be split into three different species. Obviously, our guys were their lineage has kind of come from before this kind of decision, so we're not sure which exact species these guys are, but yeah, we think they're probably West African Potto. See if we can get a bit of a better view of her here. There she is. It's very hard to see in the dark, I know, but she's there upside down. But yeah, they are now split into three different species across kind of the central belt of Africa. And yeah, that's kind of where they're found. They are found from they're found in tropical forests from west to east, basically across the central belt of Africa. Afternoon, Zena. Hope you're okay today. It's very hard to get a good view when you're just sat there upside down. So we've got two Potto here at the park. We have our male and our female. Currently it is just the female in here. Our male is currently off in the sick bay because he had a bit of an injury, so he's had to be treated for that. But he's all right. He should be back in here fairly soon. But yeah, he is. It is just the female in here at the moment, which is a shame. But hopefully he'll be back soon to pair back up with her. So Potto live in the trees, as you know, as the majority of primates do. They are mainly nocturnal, which is why they are found in our nocturnal house. And they feed on a range of kind of fruits and flowers and things like that. They will also take invertebrate prey, insects and bits and bobs like that. And then they have also been known to kind of catch and eat small birds and bats and things like that as well, but that's a bit more of a rare occurrence. There's a couple of quite interesting features with the Potto. Their kind of hands are quite interesting. They basically lack a index finger, which is just an adaptation to help them to grip onto things. Well, as she is demonstrating very well here by hanging upside down on this bamboo pole. Hi Matt, hi Tim, hope you're both okay today. They also have on their neck, which you can't really see, a kind of spiny protrusion almost on a couple of the vertebrae around here. They've got kind of these not real spines, but kind of spiky protrusions that do help them to kind of fend off predators and things like that. If something tries to grip onto them, it can be uncomfortable for whatever's trying to grab them. So yeah, that's quite an interesting little adaptation there. Come on, let's see your face, my darling. I don't want to get the camera in your face, but there's a hand at least. There's the face underneath there. There she is. So predators out in the wild, they aren't thought to actually have many predators because they are mainly nocturnal and they live in the trees. Anything that would be a predator there isn't particularly able to get them at that time. African palm civets are known to take these guys, but they aren't a particularly large threat to a potto. It has also been known that chimpanzees will actually take pottos and things like that as well. So yeah, they do face some predators out in the wild, but they aren't at a high risk of predation. Things like birds of prey and stuff like that won't be hunting them at night. Just quickly with the hand there, you can see the 3 fingers and then that lack of an index finger, which is quite interesting there. Quite interesting to see. These guys are classed as near threatened in the wild on the IUCN Red List. Hello, darling. Main threat is through habitat loss and deforestation, as with the majority of species. They are also known to be taken for bushmeat by local people. So yeah, there is the risk of that as well, and that they're being taken for food for local people. There she is. Nice little face there, peeking through. So not many collections have potto in captivity. I think we and London are the only 2 in the UK that have got potto. We are hoping that our guys are a breeding pair. Unfortunately, we've not had any little ones from them as yet, but it would be really nice if we were able to breed them. Like I said, there's not many knocking about in captivity. I think last time I looked, there was only about 25 in the whole of Europe, so we are very lucky to have these guys. This female did actually come from London Zoo, and our male came from, I think it was Madrid, to form a pair with our female. There she is, just a quick bit of movement there. So they are well adapted to this nocturnal lifestyle. They've got their big eyes, which help them to get in as much light as possible. And then, yeah, you can see this kind of movement that she's doing at the moment. That kind of creeping lorries movement that they will make. And then they can have a bit of a quicker turn of speed there as well. Baby-wise, I believe it's 1 to 2 is fairly average. Same with kind of most loris species, which will kind of cling to mum for a little bit and then they get parked, as we call it. They get parked and looked after that way. So yeah, normally it's only a couple of little ones. Yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a glare on that there. There she is. Yeah, so potto are, they've got this very short little tail, which you can see there, which is quite defining of these guys. It is longer than the majority of loris tails, actually. So yeah, the fact they've actually got a bit of a tail is an interesting thing for them. Right guys, if you've got any last minute questions, feel free to send them in. Apologies, it's a bit of a quick video today. We've had a vet today, so I'm a little bit behind, so I need to go and catch up and feed some of my animals. But I'm glad we've had some good views of our potto here. Yeah, half the time they can just be hidden in the dark. So the fact she's out and about is great. It's really handy. She is out and about here. Definitely an unusual species to come and have a look at here at the park. So yeah, for next week's video, we'll be carrying on the tour. I think we're going to go and have a look at our Sittatunga next week, our antelope. It'd be nice to go and have a watch with him. Not sure about babies, Xena. We're hopeful that the red panda's pregnant, but we aren't really holding our breath. First time couples don't generally breed the first year they're together, so but we're hopeful. Other than that, not really sure at the moment. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. Not really expecting anyone on my section at the moment, I know that much. So yeah, obviously we'll let you know of any births and things like that as and when they happen. We'll put it up on our Facebook pages and other social media aspects. Yeah, and we'll let you know. Right, guys, I think we will call it a day there. Apologies for a bit of a whistle stop video. I hope you enjoyed seeing our Potto. Hopefully next week we won't be in so much of a rush. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you next week. Thanks, guys.